beautiful stars out there, earth, air, fire, and water. I hope everyone has been staying prayed up, blessed up, and doing what you do best. It is a beautiful late afternoon out here in RainChildz, Kornerz. And I just hope you all continue to do no other than practice and staying on those paths. Okay, and so here I am again, and I'm going to let me make sure I got this Leo. I just did Leo, so I'm going to take it out. Take Mr. and Mrs. Leo out. And then we're going to go on ahead and proceed. And whichever one I get next, that's the one I'm going to do the reading for. I think I got it. Okay. Alright. Nothing but the highest light. God Almighty, Archangels, Ancestors. Evil is never welcome here. Alright, so we have Aquarius here. And we have assertive, idealistic, original, visionary, intelligent, unpredictable, innovative, humanitarian, creative, and independent. Air sign, Aquarius. So I'm going to be doing a reading on Aquarius right, y'all. Okay. And so we're going to jump straight on into here and see what it is that the lovely Aquariuses need. Male or female, you take what applies, leave the rest. I do not know your life, okay? I'm just reading the energy, okay? Nothing but the highest light. God Almighty, Archangels, Ancestors. Evil is never welcome here. All right. Ooh, that was quick. Okay. So, the Mr. Aquarius or Mrs. Aquarius, someone's been having to tolerate something, using tolerance with character and compassion. The card of tolerance. The ability to endure adversity. Having the strength to do a lot with patience. Yeah, you've been having a lot of patience, with other people who have weaknesses. And you're not allowing them to become your problems. So technically you're not letting someone get in the way of your life, things that you're trying to do, people who are basically, showing some type of weaknesses. But you're not letting it get in the way. You're not even getting angry. You're just basically having patience. Letting people in places, letting people and letting things just be as it is. Basically just letting someone just grow into themselves. That's what I'm getting here. And then we have the Four of Wands that says creative goals and projects will be completed. Ideas are plentiful. Financial rewards come in from completed work. Money doesn't necessarily mean happiness. Celebrate life, celebrate life passages. Reward yourself, for the success. You feel really alive and excited about your future. A period of freedom and new choices begin. So, you know, you got new choices. You feel like you're free. You have some kind of creative endeavors. And then you have the Eight of Swords. You're overwhelmed by problems and personal issues, domination, restrictions, forced into living by others' rules. You feel trapped. All right. So technically, you've been having a lot of strength. You're having a lot of strength, you know, with other people. People who possibly, you know, have some type of weaknesses and stuff like that. And at the same time, you're still looking forward to what's to come. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you have a lot of beautiful ideas, you know, beyond. Very smart, very intelligent, very self-aware, very gifted. I'm hearing very, very, very gifted. Just a breeze of fresh air. That's what I'm hearing. And you're very excited, and you know this. You know this about yourself. You know this. You know this. You know this. And but at the same time, you know, you possibly, you know, at one particular time in your life, you were feeling trapped. You know what I'm saying? By a person's weakness. You know, someone who had a lot of domination over you, but no longer have that domination over you anymore. You know, possibly, you know, because you was living by someone else's rules, you know what I'm saying, it made you feel trapped, or whatever the case may be. Wherever you was staying, or wherever you was living, or wherever you may be right now, you know this stuff is coming to a halt. It's not going to be going on too much longer. And if you already found yourself out of that situation, it's already over and done with. Period. Period. Over and done with. Because, you know how to keep yourself under control. You use your strength. You know what I'm saying? You use all of your strength to basically be disciplined. You know, you're not going to go off in the deep end and try to tear somebody's head off, you know, just because you have to had to literally live under someone else's rules. Meaning, when you live with other people, you have to live basically the way they live. You might not agree with how they live at the same time, but then again, when you're living with someone else and you're, you know, there for a long haul, or whatever the case may be, and you don't ever see things, you know, to be able to change, and you finally realize, you know, this person is a weak individual when it comes to the way they live and this and that and the other, and you do not you do not say anything, you know what I'm saying? So you basically, you know, you put up with what it is you have to put up with, which is other people's stuff. But at the same time, you don't make it your problem, and it's not your problem. And so you just technically just move on and use your strength and know that, you know, you have all these blessings and beautiful things that's coming through, and this is what's going on now at the present. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got some type of rewards coming through. And you're excited about it. And possibly maybe you have some new move or something. Maybe you moved from where you was at to your own space. And now you're all happy about it. And this is for the Aquarius, male or female. And this could be something in your chart. Yeah, because you've been in hustle mode. We keep getting this card, child. Hustle mode, hustle mode, hustle mode. You've been in hustle mode. You ain't even playing with yourself. Grinding hard. Ambitious, drive, determination. You know, and you saying sleep can wait. Because you're trying to get to a certain specific place in life. You know, you're reaching for the stars. That's just what I'm hearing, reaching for the stars. Yeah, you're bouncing back from, you know, things that happened in the past. Whatever the case may be, whatever it is that had you held back, you know what I'm saying? You had to completely have your strength over. You're bouncing back from all that. You're becoming stronger. Becoming stronger. Yep, you got your own safe space, becoming stronger. You basically done met your match. You done met, you know, someone that makes you happy. Or you're going to be meeting someone that's going to make you happy. You know, this could be future. This could be future, or this can be what's going to be happening in the this could be happening now, or this could be happening in the near future. This could also already happen for you all, whatever the case may be. Basically, you have no filter. You're speaking your truth, being authentic, communicating raw honesty. This is how I really feel. So basically, you're just letting people know how you really feel. Now that you're in your own safe space, you can be your own person. You know what I'm saying? And you basically met someone who matches your energy. Or you will be. One of you too. Yep. Because you got a big break. It says career turning point, major opportunity, life-changing moments. This is it. Yeah. So whatever your hustle mode is, whatever you bounce back from, whatever the case may be, you got this big break that's coming. It's a career turning point, major opportunities. And you did a lot of self-improvement on yourself, finding your confidence, personal transformation, better than ever. And like I said, this can go for male or female energy. This is just energy. Pictures are here, you know, just to help with the message. Yeah. And you got this is what you got. You got the status upgrade chair. New achievement, improved social standing, lifestyle, elevation, next level. You on the next level stuff. Of course, an Aquarius is going to always and forever be on the next level because they are never behind. You know, they're always above the trend, not behind. It's an air sign. Air travels quickly. You know what I'm saying? It's rapid. It's swift. It's not never going to be nothing that's just going to be lingering. Air sign can't linger. They can't be still. They can't linger because it's motion, it's energy, it's movement. That's what air is. Yeah, breath of fresh air, child. Next level. It's never just going to be one little particular thing. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And then you got the hopeless romantic here. And of course you're a hopeless romantic because you're an Aquarius. Aquariuses are like that. They love love. Of course they do. Even when they have the status upgrade, they still love love and be wanting true love. You know what I'm saying? And they be on this mode right here. They'll never, Aquarius will never hardly, child, I don't even know an Aquarius. I don't know any Aquarius that I ever met in my life. And I've dealt with a lot of Aquariuses. I have a brother that's an Aquarius. Hi, Bryce. They are never the type of people that sit around and be on that petty gossip ass bullshit. They just don't. They don't do that. They don't do it. They really don't. And excuse me for cursing. But they usually be on the up and up scale. They do the self-competition. Personal growth, becoming better than yesterday. My only competition. They are usually like this. Looking at yourself in the mirror and knowing that they're going to have to be better than the person they were yesterday. They're always competing with themselves. They don't have time to compete with other people. Male or female, Aquarius. They don't have time to compete with other people because they're too busy trying to upgrade themselves and see how they can elevate themselves. You know, people can say what they want about an Aquarius, but they're fun to be around. Aquarius is the type of person you can talk to.
They're
and
so dope.
Always good conversation. Most of the time, it's always good conversation. Yes. And so now you're on this spiritual growth, you know, higher awareness, next level consciousness, elevating yourself. So whoever you are, you're competing with yourself, and you're on this next, ascension. You're trying to see, because that's what Aquarius do. They're like, what's next? What is next? How much more can I elevate? How much higher can I get? How much better can things become for me? That's an Aquarius.
They always ahead.
And technically, you be taking control over your life. Natural leadership, confidence in business. The boss. Aquariuses are boss energies. They like to run shit, literally. They like to take control over the situations. When you see this arrow, they like to go higher, honey. Even though she the boss, this mother trying to get higher. You see, the arrow's going up. You see the dollar signs, the mother trying to get higher. Trying to weaken only lose, and the love becoming funeral pyre. I was thinking about the Doors. They always want to go higher, up, 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 and away. I think Jim Morrison, though, he is a Sagittarius. Jim Morrison was a Sagittarius. He sure was. James Douglas Morrison. Yes. Want to live this luxury life. And, Aquariuses love to live luxurious lives. Comfortable, wealth, Who doesn't, though? You know what I'm saying? I think that's all signs. Now I want to hear that song by Jim Morrison. Yeah. Self-made millionaire. Self-made. Independent success, overcoming odds, creating your own path, built from nothing. Nothing. Built from nothing.
Y'all can tear it down and start all over again and rebuild
Built from nothing. And so, it just looks like it's just all ups from here when it comes to whoever this Aquarius is. Only thing I see that can be, a reversed Aquarius trait would be when you're all up in your head. Feeling like you're stuck, feeling like you're bombarded. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know, no matter what situation you find yourself in or whatever situation you're in, as long as you are able to move about and do what it is that you need to do, you already know how things is going to turn out. You already know you're going to be able to maneuver yourself into a better situation. You already know this.
All the time. So
you already know this. Yeah, today. Because you already know there's always going to be a brand new beginning. Fresh beginning. Reinventing yourself. New ventures. Watch me shine. You already know this. You already know. regardless of what situation an Aquarius is gonna be in, they already know they gonna shine. They already know this. And ain't nothing nobody can do about that yet. Because an Aquarius, when they ready to shine, they just gonna do so. They're gonna do so. And if anything ain't for them, regardless, whatever the case may be, if things ain't for them, you know, they're not going to waste time with it. They just going to let it go. They let things go. If it ain't for them, it ain't for them. For this Aquarius anyway. You know, they can let things just be what it is. You know. So this is for the beautiful Aquariuses. I love each and every one of you guys. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave your girl some messages. Love you all, love you all, love you all. And I will be posting more other signs too, okay? And be sure to be looking out for these things. And love each and every one of you guys. Deuces. Mwah.